Hi and welcome to our group presentation video. Our group members is Shazwani, Farah, Marathi and Nurin. Now we will start with Marathi.
Okay, hai Assalamualaikum. Nama saya Marathi Nashkira binti Muhammad Yusri. So, hari ini saya akan terangkan apa itu cloud computing. Cloud computing is the on-demand availability of computer system resources, especially data storage and computing power without direct active management by the user. The term is generally used to describe data center available to many users over the internet. Maksudnya cloud computing ni dia macam ketidaksediaan sumber daya sistem komputer berdasarkan permintaan, terutamanya penyimpanan data dan kuasa perkomputeran. So macam tu lah. Okay, seterusnya saya akan terangkan benefit cloud computing. Yang first, cost saving, high speed, backup and restore data, automatic software integration, reliability, mobility dengan unlimited storage capacity. Maksudnya dia gunakan kos yang rendah, tapi dia high speed. So dekat situ pun kita dah untung lah kalau untuk guna cloud computing ni. Lepas tu dia unlimited storage dengan capacity. Okay, next saya akan terangkan what is virtualization. Okay, virtualization is the creation of virtual server infrastructure, device and computing resources. Virtualization changes the hardware-software relation and is one of the foundational element of cloud computing technology that help utilize the capability of cloud computing to the full. Itu saja dari saya. Slide seterusnya yang lain kesambung. Asyik.
My name is Nuri Atika Razli. Okay, saya akan terangkan tentang benefits of virtualization. Protection from system failure. Technology is always at the risk of crashing down at the wrong time. Business can tolerate a few glitches, but if you develop is working on an important application that need to be finished immediately, the last thing it could not wish for a system crash. Second, hassle-free transfer of data. Can easily transfer data from physical storage to a virtual server and vice versa. A dedicated server and storage is quite easy to locate the required file and transfer them within no time. Third, firewall and security. Security is a major aspect IT professionals have to focus on. Virtual firewalls access to your data reflect a much lower cost as compared to a traditional methods. Cloud services are encrypted with high-end protocols that protect your data from other virtualization. And in order to ensure that you do this correctly, so it's preferable to first go through a cloud computing online course to avoid making any errors. Next, AWS Global Infrastructure and Platform. AWS Global Infrastructure is the most secure, extensive and reliable cloud platform, offering over 200 fully featured services from data center globally. Whether you need to deploy your application workloads across the globe in a single click, or you want to build and deploy specific application closer to your end user with single-digit millisecond latency, AWS provide you the cloud infrastructure where and when you need it. With millions of active customers and tens of thousands of infrastructure partners globally, AWS has the largest and most dynamic ecosystem. customer across virtually every industry and of every size, including startup, enterprise and public sector organisation, are running every imaginable use case on AWS.
Okay, nama saya Siti Mahanim. Saya nak bentangkan next slide is tentang AWS Global Platform. Application platform such as the Red Hat OpenShift Container Platform and VMware Tanzu Application Service help accelerate the adoption of cloud native principles, which will accelerate application deployment, enable faster application integration and provide a unified experience. This platform simplify the deploying of application code, automating software release process and monitoring your application and infrastructure performance. Okay, next slide is explain root user and IAM credentials. For root user, the account owner allow full access to all resources in the account. Cannot use IAM policies to decently deny the root user access to resources. That is, can only use an AWS organization's service control policy, which is SCP, to limit the permission of the root user. Okay, for IAM credentials, can securely control access to AWS service and resources for users in your AWS account. For example, if you require administrator level permission, you can create an IAM user, grant that user full access and then use those credentials to interact with AWS. Okay, IAM credentials ni lagi banyak kebaikan dia, boleh guna macam-macam. Kiranya dia punya kelebihan banyak lagi daripada user. Okay, itu je.
Hai and Assalamualaikum. Nama saya Nur Syazwani binti Muhammad Zubair. Saya akan terangkan untuk soalan nombor 6, iaitu how to create root user and IAM credentials. Untuk root user, step pertama ialah choose your account name in the navigation bar. Okay, step seterusnya then choose my security credentials. Okay, next, kalau if you see a warning about accessing the security credentials for your AWS account, choose continue to security credentials. Okay, next, expand the access keys, access KID and secret access key sections. So last step, choose create new access key. So ni untuk create root user. So seterusnya, okay, untuk IAM credentials, step yang pertama, sign into the AWS Management Console and open the IAM console. So next in the navigation pane, choose user and then choose add user. Then type the username for the new user. This is the sign in name for AWS. So next, select the type of access this set of user will have. You can select programmatic access to the AWS Management Console or both. Okay. Then awak boleh choose next permissions, and next on the set permission page, specify how you want to assign permission to this set of new user. Next step, set a permission boundary. Okay. Next, choose next text. Choose next review to see all of the choice you made up to this point. When you are ready to proceed, choose create user. So untuk kita tengok user tu punya access key, kita tekan choose show next to each password and access key that you want to see. Untuk last kali, on the final page you can choose send email untuk setiap user tu. Guna local email, client open with a draft that you can customize and send. Okay. Okay, conclusion daripada semua ni, ialah, in the conclusion, cloud computing is the delivery of computing service including server, storage, database, networking, software, analytics and intelligence over the internet. Means the cloud to offer faster innovation, flexible resources and economies of scale. Typically, user pay only for cloud service that will be used, which helping to lower operating costs and run the infrastructure more efficiently. So that's all for our group presentation. Hope you like and enjoy this presentation. Bye.